like that, yeah, it's like that, yeah, like that, yeah, it's like that, yeah, it's like that, yeah, like that, yeah, like that, like that.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Like that.
Yo, Tuesdays are for Goldie. You are watching part 2. And my name is Goldie, the host. We are on the Plug Network online watching Tuesday Talk Nights with Goldie. Gang, introduce yourself.
Starting with me.
Starting with
Hey guys, my name is Victoria. I am the owner of Honey Hair Drip, where I get you dripped out, whether it's rings, necklaces, hair drip for your locks, braids, or a twist, bra sets, anything that has to do with crystals and healing. That's me. I'm your girl.
Gang, introduce yourself.
I'm Clemente, Stanley Aaron on Facebook, Instagram, on TikTok. I'm just here, so I don't do nah. Say the part of my little shit, bro. It's good, man.
Steph, introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Steph. I'm a marketer here in Louisville. I work with doctors and attorneys here on personal injury accidents. So if you've been in an accident or you know somebody who's been in an accident, you call me.
I need somebody to say, go DJ.
Go DJ.
DJ, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I go by the name of DJ. I be jamming, and I just rocks the crowd, man. I be jamming. It's in the name, and I stick to it. If you want to hype DJ, you get at me. DJ, I be jamming.
Hey,
Let's go.
she fucking bops, y'all. If y'all have not been to an event that she has been on the ones and twos, y'all have not partied. Like she does it the fuck up. Like it's I fucks with my DJ. I fucks with my DJ.
For sure.
I do. Topic of tonight is 30s Ain't the New 20s, part 2. Viewer discretion is advised. If you are under the age of 18, go ahead and log off. If you my mama's age, y'all can come, okay? Y'all can come to this one, okay?
Don't get comfortable.
Get comfortable, for real. Go ahead, grab y'all wine if y'all ain't got none. Grab it at home. And tonight, we are at Stella's venue. It is at 560 South 4th Street. And it's just an intimate setting. It's just going to be me and the gang for right now. And I'll tell y'all when to come and join us, okay? All right, so our last question from last week was, have your circle of friends changed much from your 20s to now? And everybody answered except for me. I feel like my circle of friends have most definitely changed. And like Vicky said last week, it's all love. Like none of my friends, we didn't fall out or nothing. It's just like we literally went our separate ways. Like we have a different path, and it's no hard feelings. But I feel like my friends now, I swear I fucks with y'all. Like I love y'all. I love you. I love y'all for real. I swear to God I do. And I fucks with y'all. Like I love that y'all support me, my dreams. My bitch Chrissy, I know she's watching it. Like my circle of friends now motivate me. Not one person on this couch ain't doing shit. Like y'all all have something going for y'all, and I love that. I love that I can call on y'all if for any type of advice, cause y'all so like intellectual, y'all smart. And my friends then, I mean, we was young, like like it was like my party friends, and but like this right now, we all are going somewhere, and I fucks with y'all.
Building an empire.
Building an empire, yes. Toast to that. All right, what you got? What is a bad habit you kicked out from your 20s? Not you. Okay, Steph, what is a bad habit you kicked out from your 20s?
Bad habit I kicked out from my 20s, man.
You want to think on that?
Man.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
What is a bad habit you kicked out from your 20s, Steph?
Cigarettes,
Okay.
codependency.
Okay.
Yeah, now learning how to be by myself. Like I ain't know how to be by myself. I know how to be by myself now.
That's a good one. That's a good one. What about you, Vicky? What is a bad habit you kicked out from your 20s?
I feel like a bad habit is mismanagement of money. And then also, which is crazy because it was like 20s leading up to my 30s, because I feel like it's something that I'm learning in my 30s, is that not being the strong friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not being the strong friend. Because I have friends that I can lean on that I don't have to be the strong friend. Like, you don't always have to be the strong friend. So I think that's a bad habit that I done did away with.
So too.
I say learning to communicate. My communication was terrible. I didn't express myself. If I did, it was anger. I think getting into my 30s and experiencing therapy for the first time allowed me to learn to open up and to have discussions and to talk about it. And I now come across folks that I try to tell them to talk, and they like, nah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just chill because I was there. I get it. I was one of you. I was you. I'm not gonna press you.
Right.
So
But I'm here
I
when
say,
you're ready.
I'm here when you're ready. So yeah, I think learning to communicate well and proper in a good manner.
Yeah. What about you, Steph? What is a bad habit you kicked out from your 20s?
Bad habit I kicked out. Only really thing I can really think to is praying to a God. And once I realize I manifest what I want, you know what I'm saying? I'm the determining factor in, in my life. I stopped praying to a God in my 20s when I was 26. So that's the really only thing I can really think about.
So you found your God within.
Exactly.
I'm with you when you're right, my brother.
Well, like leading up to God is the laziest shit you can do. You heard me? You gotta get active. 100. Oh God.
I couldn't wait. That was great. That was great.
Piggybacking off that, I stopped going to church when Trump got in office. And the reason why I stopped going to church, I was in church heavy. Like I did Bible study. I was the what's that called? Sunday school teacher. And
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick? The fact that you was a party girl and a Sunday school teacher, bro, you was a true Christian. You was a true Christian.
I was a Sunday school teacher. It was, hold on, I made up a song. Hold on.
Was it twerking involved?
No, it was
Twerking with these.
Okay.
it's gonna come to me now.
Not saying fuck, think about your
It was like if you pray and you know it, clap your hands. If you pray and you know it, clap your hands. Why didn't I?
We got copyright infringement going on, man.
And then if the devil's in your life, stomp him out.
Period.
That's it.
No, fact.
Yeah, so, but I say that to say, like, when Trump was in office, when he got elected, my pastor told me, like, we're doomed and we need to pray, like, we're doomed, all the black people are doomed and we need to be very afraid. And I'm like looking around like, I'm not scared. Like, why? I was like, why is my leader scared if I'm not scared? Does that make sense? Like, and from that moment, that was like the last time I went to church and the last time I was stomping the devil out. Yeah, and then I feel like another bad habit I kicked out from my 20s was now, in my 20s, I was so independent. Like, I didn't need no nigga, and I could do everything by myself. And now in my 30s, I need my nigga. Like, I am very dependent. Like,
You become more submissive.
Yes.
You found something that lets you allow your femininity
Exactly.
to, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Because, in my 20s, if y'all can remember from last week, I fucked with niggas that didn't have a house or a car, so they was,
In your shit.
they was in my shit, so I had to be the man of the house, So now I let my man be the man, and I'm the woman, and I'm okay with that. I do not want to be a man. I want to be pretty, and I want to be, what is it that you need?
Okay.
Yeah, like what is it, baby? You had a long fucking day. Let me give you a massage and suck your dick at the end. Like that's what I want to do for my nigga. So that's what I feel like the bad habit that I kicked out was I'm not as independent as I was in my 20s that I'm in my 30s now. All right, what you got?
Oh.
What is the biggest lesson that you learned from your 20s? Let me repeat that. What is the biggest lesson that you learned from your 20s?
I can't expect me out of people.
Shit.
Whew. Wow.
Shit.
I cannot expect me out of
Well.
people. I had this thing where I had a time frame on when I was supposed to have certain shit, and I learned that I have no control over time. I'm gonna get shit when I get shit. And fuck these people.
Fuck them.
Yeah, every day, fuck.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, DJ? What is the biggest lesson that you learned from your 20s?
Biggest lesson. That I got a good one. That it was okay to have 1,001 jobs. Because I was trying to find out the right place for me. And the 20s was the place to do it.
Facts.
And I did it then. And now I'm in my 30s and I'm in a career and I love it. And that's that on that. So yeah, learning to be okay. Because people was like, oh, you're jumping from job to job. And they thinking that you're not being a stable person. But no,
And they
the
tell you that
job
that's
wasn't
so
my
bad.
work.
Yeah.
They didn't pay me what I was owed. And I wasn't gonna take no shit. So I moved to the next fucking gig.
And piggybacking off of that, the lesson off that, I'm not giving motherfuckers 2 weeks notice because they will fire your fucking
No,
bitch.
without a
They
2 weeks
fired
notice.
me on the spot.
They will fire me on the fucking spot. So why am I gonna give y'all 2 weeks? I don't plan on coming back in this motherfucker.
I ain't going back.
I quit.
And then
today.
they tell you not to do that to burn bridges, but I'm gonna give my homegirl who I work with number anyway. That's gonna be my manager, so it don't matter. To the next job.
Yeah.
So like they'll sit up here and they'll tell you, oh, find this job. A job gonna get you what the fuck you want. You can have a job and chase multiple bags.
Yeah,
You're not about to
absolutely.
get this motherfucking job, bro. Cause at this point, 100,000 ain't enough.
No.
So you know what I'm saying? You have these motherfuckers on these podcasts, so I make 6 figures. That's the worst tax bracket. You mean you make 65 after taxes, bitch? Don't just try to rely on one job. I don't give a fuck what your peoples did. I don't give a fuck about what your granddaddy did. That nigga went to work from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. for 30-some years, and they was in a goddamn aluminum house that ain't even in the family no more.
They sold it when Granny
Get you
died.
multiple streams of income. One job is not gonna do it. It's not.
Yeah, that part. Steph, what is the biggest lesson that you learned from your 20s?
Trust myself and depend on nobody but myself. And trust my instinct, trust my, you know what I'm saying? I just trust myself and not depend on nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest lesson in my 20s would be it's okay not to be okay.
Facts.
Like, not everybody that you see that is dripped out, iced out is financially there, you know?
Facts.
Like,
They're financially flexing.
yeah, they financially flexing. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I feel like for me, it's okay not to be okay. And that goes for, when people be like, how are you doing? And your immediate response is, I've been good. No, bitch, I'm drowning. Like, I'm okay now to be like, hey, right now I'm going through a storm, y'all, and this is storm I done been through. I talked to you the other day. Right now, my life is going through a storm, but after every storm, there's a rainbow and a pot of gold after it. So if you going through something at home, like it's all this shit is temporary. Whether it's you grieving, whether you broke or somebody you just broke up with somebody, all that shit is temporary. There is a rainbow and a pot of gold after every storm, and you will get through this. Yeah. So that's my biggest lesson, y'all.
I think I didn't go yet.
You didn't go? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My bad. What is your biggest lesson that you learned from your 20s?
I feel like my biggest lesson that I learned from my 20s is like self-preservation. Like for a fact, self-preservation, like being mindful of like my emotions, putting me first. It's kind of like, what I'm saying, like a life or death, like, what I'm saying, being able to like react and what's best for myself and not making that seem selfish or narcissistic. And then I also learned with self-preservation, like if you don't have self-preservation, you'll never have self-healing. Because how are you going to heal something that you can't even let go of or even acknowledge? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's probably my biggest takeaway from my 20s.
And that made me think about one of the lessons that I'm thinking about of like my 20s is to love me where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember at a time where it's like I didn't like the way I looked at myself, so I wouldn't wear certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a gut, blah blah. Bitch, this gut's been here, and bitch, say hello. Like she ain't going nowhere, so I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear.
And we be worried about it because the nigga don't be worried about it.
Nigga don't be worried.
Y'all be caring about for each other. We all good. We all good.
This is a headrest for my nigga. Like, they don't give a fuck. Not that they squeeze it.
I like to rub that motherfucker when I watch it.
You hear me?
Right.
They show me you grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, none of us is perfect. We are perfect for us. And it's all about like what the social media like show us. Like, out of all the celebrities that I know, except for what's her name, Lizzo, she's doing her fucking thing. But everybody got this BBL, everybody got a tummy tuck and all that. And it's like it's not normal. Like it's not real. And, I mean, but kudos to the bitches that do, because y'all look good as fuck. But in reality, like that's gonna fuck us up when we 60 years old and 70
Yeah, and then remember on last season when I said like even with things like that, which I'm saying, like I bartend at a strip club, I ain't got no problem with anyone getting a BBL, but I feel like when you have a child, specifically a daughter, what like I'm saying, how are you teaching them self-love if you didn't love yourself? Like you know what I'm saying, you can teach self-love by if you feel like you are overweight, why don't we go to the gym? Why don't we practice?
100.
Like what I'm saying, like dieting, like caring for our body versus getting someone to change. You know what I'm saying, like your body. Because a lot of people get BBLs and they still don't work out. So
Still unhealthy.
And BBL putting pork chop bites in their salad.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm saying, yeah, also like
That is.
what happens to them people in 10 years too. We still don't know the long lasting effects of that shit.
Because our parents didn't have those. Like my mom was a really big woman, like from when I was born to probably like when I was 13. Like my mama is tight, right? Okay, booty be sitting high, like all of that, and all she did was lose weight and change her diet, and that's it. Like, so I seen my mama work out. Like I didn't see my mama, you know what I'm saying? My mama didn't go get no surgery or nothing. I literally remember her going to the gym and working out to get to where she's at.
That made me think. Another lesson is you are what you eat. I know that is so fucking cliche, y'all, but you literally are what you eat. Like I've been a vegetarian for I'm at like 6 years, so I did it like towards like my late 20s, and Like that, like what you eat comes out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
And by
I'm
no
a
means, 'cause
motherfucking-
I feel like when people who are vegetarians, because me and you's a vegetarian, I feel like anytime I try to tell people that, they try to think that we try to convert them into vegetarians. I don't care what you eat. I just feel like if you eat meat, eat it in moderation. You do not have to have
Right.
meat every day.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you do not have to have that every day. You do not like animals. Them animals carry energy, and they carry energy when they get slaughtered, and you're putting that in your body. You don't have to eat meat every day. If you want to eat meat, eat meat. I'm not gonna eat no damn meat. But if you want to eat meat, do that shit. But just eat it in moderation for yourself. Like
Yeah, and you're putting death inside of you.
I feel like I was about to say about
I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm starting to eat less meat too.
I remember you telling me that.
You are what you eat. I am pure pussy. But yeah, another lesson I learned is like don't tell everybody all your plans neither because people will literally
Facts.
manifest negativity on what the fuck you got going on. You cannot tell everybody everything you got going on.
Oh,
Keep certain shit to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Give them the
you know-
results.
You know what I'm saying? Show them the work.
yeah.
Don't tell nobody what the fuck you
Or
got
they
going
steal
on.
your
they
shit.
praying on your
There's
downfall.
people that really out here that wish motherfucking harm and failure on your ass. Like they gonna take what you tell them and try to block that shit. It's really people out here. It's an evil world we live in.
Yeah.
I had to learn that shit.
Another lesson I learned, my bad, because I know you're trying to move on to the next question, was that if, like, when you, to piggyback off that, like, when you see someone, like, that has more than you or that you feel like is doing better than you, use it as an inspiration instead of something that you feel like, you know what I'm saying, as a jealousy, because anything that someone else has, it ain't something that you can't get. There ain't nobody got nothing that somebody else can't get, like, so you can use it as an inspiration, because you can get the same thing.
I want to go off of that too. If you the smartest motherfucker in the room, leave that room.
Yeah,
If
facts.
you got the most money in the room, leave that room.
Facts.
If you the most grounded motherfucker in the room, leave that room. You have to be around people that's doing something better than you.
And if you can't change the people around you,
Change
the people around
you.
you. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, and you can't like force somebody to want to change either. So it's like, yeah, bro, I love you, but I'm gonna love you from a distance because you're not on the path that I'm trying to go on.
Right.
But also, don't leave those rooms, go to another room, and don't be a sponge and soak the shit up.
Right, facts.
You know, don't go in there thinking you the big dog. Learn something.
Yeah.
Soak the stuff in.
Be teachable.
Be teachable.
Right. Hold on, say it again. Say it again.
Be teachable.
Be
Absolutely.
teachable because because you're older does not mean you know everything. Like I hate being around motherfuckers that knows everything.
Boy, that's a
You
pet.
know nothing.
Hey, that's the biggest pet
Don't
peeve.
know fucking shit. Don't know
Yeah.
shit. I hate being around people like that.
That's my
We
biggest.
too young to be stuck in our ways too. Like
Facts.
we ain't really, you know, we ain't really experienced life yet. Like we think we lived yet, but in reality, it's like, bro, it's people out here that's traveling with no money in their pocket in their 30s. All you seen was the pictures, but you ain't see they was in their room eating noodles. All this shit fake.
Yeah.
Social media.
Shit is fake, bro. All this shit is fake.
Social media will have you fucked up, okay?
And have you
Social media will have you, no, for real. It is an illusion. Like, social media is an illusion. Facts.
How your ass thinking your house gonna be paid off at 21? Don't listen to these motherfuckers on the internet is broke.
Some of these memes are another thing. Let me tell you, it's another lesson that I really, really learned, y'all. This is probably my most important lesson. That, because I see a lot of memes about it and I see a lot of people sharing it. I never worry about the type of partner that I want. I worry about the type of partner that I'm going to be. Like, that's my biggest thing is like, what type of partner am I going to be to someone? Because social media will have people fucked up in the head and all they do is talk about they want this type of partner, they want this type of partner, but who the fuck are you? How you gonna get that?
Right.
How you gonna attract that? You too busy worried about what somebody's gonna do for you, but what are you gonna give them in return?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all about what am I gonna give to my partner? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if my partner reflects me, then I'm gonna get that in return off top. So what am I gonna give to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then another thing too, like in my 20s, I forced a long ass relationship that I should have been left. I tried to leave, and then like on some wanting my family to work out, I sat and I stayed put, and I should have been left that situation. Let that shit go. You in a situation,
Facts.
you know, it's never too late to start over. There's people out here that's 50 that's just getting married for the first time. There's people that's, 60 that just bought their first home. Like, it's never too late. Like, if it's some shit that's holding you back, leave that shit be. And as far as like looking for a partner, like just make sure you can be yourself. Make sure you can joke with them like your favorite first cousin and shit. You can be your inner crackhead, your inner child. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, they touch feel like your grandma's. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, yeah.
Individuality is big for me in a relationship too. If I can't be an individual in a relationship, then we cannot be together. Because if everything got to go through you, I got to be with you, I should still be able to be me while being in a relationship with you.
Yes.
Like individuality is very much so important.
It should never feel like work. If that's your person, it'll never feel like work. So. Yeah.
Okay. So, to piggyback off what you just said was one of my lessons is when I was in relationships in my early 20s, I remember being in the victim mindset of, well, he cheated on me and, you know, we fought and blah, blah, he did me wrong and da, 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 da. I allowed him to keep cheating on me. I allowed him to do me dirty. I allowed that shit. So I was not the victim. Like, no, I was a part of that shit. You know?
You was a victim to your own circumstances.
I was a victim to my circumstances, right. But I allowed a motherfucker to have me fucked up. And, like, now, I fucks with my nigga, y'all.
Cheating shouldn't. I don't think cheating should make
There
you
you go.
not to big. I can't even. They ain't gonna let me say it.
98%.
They ain't gonna let me say it.
This part of the show is called The Men versus the Ladies. So last week, the men went. This week, it's the ladies' turn. Y'all ready?
And who won last week?
Us.
The one
Us.
the Mr. Niggas did no shit.
What the fuck ever. So, what is the proper name for this? What is this?
What is that?
CC, do you
It's
know?
a curling rod. But what is the proper
name for it?
For this?
Boy, y'all
Proper name.
Hold on. The proper name.
The proper name.
That is a rod.
That's a damn rod.
That's a rod.
You use that for your shit, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
That's a rod.
I know what it is. I ain't say it was a damn Laffy Taffy or nerves roll.
We got this.
Cause I don't know the scientific term.
Do y'all wanna phone a friend?
CC.
Y'all wanna
CC. That's I'm phoning CC.
I'm not phoning CC.
Better not phone that
I'm
friend.
phoning
honey.
CC.
CC got a universal strap. She don't know what that
Man, oh no, hey.
No, you don't, friend. You know you don't.
She ain't always had that. I'm trying to tell you. I see. Hey,
You want to give them like a hint because they got the second word right.
I'm saying.
Fucking hint.
Well, don't get no hint.
What kind of hint you want? Tell me your mind.
Stiff rod.
You was close though. You was close.
Stick rod.
No, not stiff, not stick.
Do it begin with an S?
No.
No.
What's the first
You gotta think
letter?
about the rod.
5.
What's the
Okay,
first letter of
let
the
me
first
fool.
word?
Okay, wait a minute. Are we gonna give them a hint?
We already did.
I just need the first letter of the first word.
You wanna give them that?
No.
Okay, well, never
Flex
mind.
the rod.
Flex rod.
Damn.
First of all, well, I don't know why y'all doing all that because y'all really didn't know. Y'all really didn't know.
Nah, yeah.
Come back,
Hold on.
come back next Tuesday for part 3.
That's a yeah.
Gang, gang.
We got our point, man.